Today we're going to discuss chapter 169 of The Promised Neverland. If you would like to read it yourself, I highly recommend the Viz Manga app. It has the highest quality scans, it's easy to use, plus it's legal, so I highly support it. So we start off this chapter with some nice art. I really like this art. It just has the kids sleeping with their mom in the forest. It just shows how peaceful things used to be before life got fucked up. So we start off this chapter with Oliver talking to Julius. And he tells Julius about how if there weren't any farms, he and his family would still be alive. And how they wouldn't have been served as food. And how the hunting grounds would have never been created. He's trying to tell him like, bro, you have killed a lot of children. Which I agree with, like, man, you don't feel any of that? You would think after killing that many children, you would feel something. But I guess if you're born that way and you've done that for a long time, I guess it just doesn't affect you. And Julius goes on to say, well, if it weren't for us, you wouldn't have been born. Basically doing the whole parent thing with saying, well, I'm your dad. You should be grateful that you're even alive, so deal with it. He goes on to say, I am your father. Respect me. And this man, Oliver, goes, father? Father?
Not my dad!
He's like, no fam, my father is Lucas, the man you got killed. All of this is your fault. We're taking you down. And at this point, they have Peter surrounded, so he can't really put up a fight unless he gets some support. So he's really in a shitty situation all around. Meanwhile, Don finds Vincent and the rest of the supporters tied up. And Hayato is super happy to see that he's alive, because Vincent was relying on Hayato for the insurance of their escape route. But as he's running to secure it, he hears Peter's voice. And at this point, Peter's really confident because he basically has everybody tied up. He has his trap card activated. Everything is set in motion for him to win. But Hayato, being the crazy ninja that he is, kicks one of the security guards and saves the day. And as you can expect, he's really relieved to see Vincent still alive. So yeah, Hayato is really proving himself to be really useful. So meanwhile, Ray, Norman, and Don took over the control room that Peter was controlling. And it seems like they killed most of the demons. If not killed, they're still alive, but it looks like they're pretty dead. But now the plan is in motion. They've captured Peter. Norman gives Peter this menacing look and says, you lose. Which is pretty damn badass, especially for Norman. And Peter, being Peter, hysterically laughs and says, how stupid. What would you gain from killing me? Because basically in his mind, he still won. All their escape routes are sealed off. And that's when Gillian comes in and says, well, it doesn't really matter, we disabled the system. And Peter just gives her a pissed off face like, I really hate these stupid ass kids, bro. I can't believe I'm being defeated by food, mere food. And Emma gives him a wrap up saying, well, you're basically caught now, no one is going to save you, you're fucked. Peter gives out this sinister look. Dozen mothers slash maids, okay look, I don't know what to call them. They all come in blazing with guns. They were able to get past the doors that they locked. All the kids get nervous because they're like, damn, we were so close to winning. I can't believe this is all happening now. And that's when the MILF of the century comes in. Isabella comes in, guns blazing, and starts pointing the gun right at Emma. And she's not messing around, she's aiming right for Emma's head. And she goes on to talk about how they've been fighting for a very long time. She talks about the last 2 years and how they've been destroying days and been fighting to stay alive. Tells them that no matter how much they resist, despair is undeniable. And as she pulls the 360 of the century, I mean, I think we all kind of expected this after the last episode of The Promised Neverland. Her growing up to be food herself, you can understand where these kids are coming from. It's not really too surprising to see that she's really supportive of them considering how she grew up. She betrays Peter. And this man is shook like, whoa, I didn't expect this. Like, come on bro, if the kids have made it this far, why wouldn't she switch sides? I don't think she necessarily likes you. All in all, I'm just happy Isabella finally switched sides. She could finally be the mother that these kids have long deserved. Even though she's been breaking a few bones here and there, but that's besides the point. And that's where this chapter comes to a conclusion. The next chapter comes in 7 days, so I cannot wait to see how that goes down. Do you think that Isabella's gonna stay on their side, or does she have her own intentions and purposes to fulfill? I mean, I really don't think she's smarter than the kids, but she is smart in her own right. You have to go do some pretty gruesome stuff to become a mother in the first place, and be smart. That's it for this chapter. Tell me, how did you guys feel about this chapter? Did you find it as hyped as I did? Or was it pretty much of a letdown for you? Please leave your opinions in the comment section below. And if you haven't already, follow me on Twitter at TrickzKamikaze and on Instagram at Tricks_Kamikaze. Also follow my Twitch at TrickzKamikaze. All of that will be in the description below. And as of further ado, I will see you guys later.